Breaking Free, My Journey Out of a Toxic Love. It all began with a chance encounter at a crowded coffee shop on a gloomy Tuesday afternoon. Sarah, that's her name. She walked in, and I couldn't take my eyes off her. She was a whirlwind of energy, her laughter contagious. We struck up a conversation, and from that moment on, my life took an unexpected turn. We went on our first date, and it was magical. She was witty, charming, and seemed to understand me like no one else ever had. We shared our dreams, our fears, and our darkest secrets. It felt like destiny had brought us together. Little did I know that this enchanting beginning would lead me into a toxic relationship. As the days turned into weeks, I started to notice some signs that made me uneasy. Sarah had a quick temper, and the smallest things could set her off. She'd apologize afterward, blaming her outbursts on stress or a bad day at work. I believed her, thinking it was just a phase. But soon, those outbursts became more frequent. She'd berate me for the smallest mistakes, often in front of friends and family. She'd accuse me of not caring enough, of not being there for her. I felt like I was walking on eggshells, always trying to avoid triggering her anger. One of the most insidious aspects of a toxic relationship is the isolation it brings. Sarah didn't like my friends, and she'd often convince me not to see them. She said they were a bad influence, that they didn't really care about me. Slowly but surely, I distanced myself from the people who had been there for me long before she came into my life. I became more and more dependent on her for emotional support. She'd manipulate me into believing that she was the only one who truly loved me. I felt trapped, as if she was the only person who understood me. Sarah's control over my life grew stronger with each passing day. She started dictating what I could wear, where I could go, and who I could talk to. It was suffocating. She justified her actions by saying she was just trying to protect me, but it felt like a prison. I lost my sense of self. I had become a shadow of the person I once was, and it terrified me. I missed my old life, my friends, and the freedom I used to have. It took me a while to admit to myself that I was in a toxic relationship. I had justified her behavior for so long, convincing me